Celtics, they get a win, 118-102 over the Rockets here. And it was as comfortable as you would like it to be against the second worst team in the NBA. Still surprising me that they're not the worst after the array of trades that they've made this year between James Harden, Victor Oladipo, and finally landing with old friend Kelly Olynyk and Avery Bradley, who was out there as this one headed toward garbage time. But story's not the Rockets tonight. They didn't do much to make this all that competitive. Celtics at times, through inconsistent defense, allowing transition runouts, made this closer than it probably should have been for large stretches, but it all got shut down once the Celtics built an 18-point lead in the fourth. Saw that fall down to 10, and then built it back up to around 14, and Evan Fournier just started peppering the Rockets with threes. 4 in a row, ultimately hit a fifth a few minutes later in that fourth quarter, and finished this one 7 for 11 from 3 for the first time in his career. Had 3 points going into the fourth quarter. It was looking like another dud of a scoring night from him after his 0-point debut, and hitting a few jumpers for a 3-of-6 night in his second game. Well, tonight he had that Isaiah level explosion that I predicted he would have in his first game. Ended up being 0 after I predicted about 20 to 23 points, and here he is tonight, draining a corner shot off of Rob Williams, and in fact all 4 of those threes that he ended up hitting were out of high post action for Robert Williams, and we'll get to Rob in our next video. But his ability to get off the ball, catch and shoot, it wasn't his strength in Orlando. He only shot 36% from 3 in those situations this year. He was on the ball a ton, dribble creation, pull up. That was his game. Now playing around the Celtics, he's not going to get that same level of ball time. He's not going to, be running 10 pick and rolls a game. He's going to be getting a ton of catch and shoot opportunities, and tonight he knocked those down at a rate that the Celtics haven't had in an off-ball guy in quite some time. Like, Marcus Smart comes and goes in that role. Early in Tatum and Brown's career, they were reliable off-ball guys for Kyrie Irving and others. Al Horford playing the high post. Now Fournier, if he can catch and shoot those plays off Rob Williams' high screen, pass, above the arc creation opportunities, and be a kick-out guy for Tatum and Brown. Celtics ultimately, story of this game was they gave themselves some rhythm on threes. They finished this one 41% from outside, hit a ton of threes. They knocked down 4 straight to begin this game, and then end it just crushing balls from 3. And so the topic has come up over the last few games. The Celtics shooting too many threes. Are they over-reliant on threes? I do think, given their personnel, that they are a jump shooting team, and that is where their offense is going to come from. But if you can give yourself rhythm threes through movement, 11 shots that the Celtics made to begin this game, 10 were assisted. The ball movement was just impeccable tonight throughout pretty much all of this game. And again, it's Houston. You take some of it with a grain of salt. But that's a team that has defended this year. They haven't scored, they've defended. And that's even gone through a 20-game lose streak and everything else for them. But the Celtics, independent of what Houston did, just put out an impressive offensive display tonight, diversified their shot selection. And when it comes to that 3, they were bottom 10 in the league before last week in 3-point attempts, which would surprise some people. They've needed more of these. They've needed less of those long twos, Tatum fadeaway, and Tatum isolation largely disappeared in this one too. It was more of a team passing effort. A few guys with 8 assists. Rob finishing with 8 assists, and we'll get to him in our next Garden Report. As I said, his role in this one was pretty defined and crucially important. So Evan Fournier, 23 points. Celtics win this one 118-102. Next game is the Charlotte Hornets on Sunday, and Gordon Hayward sprained his right foot tonight. So, of course, another return to TD Garden is in doubt. That wraps this Garden Report. I'm Bobby Manning. I'll be here again on Sunday and in round 2 of this video. So check out our Celtics postgame show. Check out the Garden Report segments that followed that show, as well as our website, CLNSmedia.com, our Twitter, Celtics CLNS, and our YouTube channel, Celtics All Access. Please subscribe to that as well. I'm Bobby Manning, and we will see you in the next video.